The D-Town Round Ball Classic. It's pool play Saturday. All the teams are vying for a spot in the championship final tomorrow. It's a long road to get there. It's tough. It's grueling. You play a lot of games back to back, but there's no time for stamina issues now. As we turn our attention to the 9th grade boys division here in Carrollton, Texas, and the fantastic Advantage Sports Complex. Hi fans, Josh Haley with you here on Play Hoops. Glad to have you with us for this 9th grade matchup. In the boys division, we see the MA Trojans 2020 team. The starting lineup built of Williams, Sneed, Wheatley, Walter, and Williams. A team that won their first game earlier today by double digits against Kings Select, and their opponent, Dallas Metroplex Elite 2020. They did the same. They won their first game, but it was by a much larger margin over the same Kings Select team. Needless to say, you look at it on paper, and this Dallas Metroplex Elite 2020 team will be the favorite coming in. Although they did have to play more recently, so this Trojans team got a little bit of extra rest in between. But it's interesting what the coaches feel. They don't really look at stamina too much in this tournament. Talked to a couple of coaches so far, and they both said about the same thing. These guys are young. They don't really get tired too easily. So we're not really worried about stamina. Both teams playing their second game of the day, and the winner will win the pool in this 9th grade boys division and set themselves up nicely to get to that championship game tomorrow. And the first bucket goes down for Metroplex Elite. Marcellus Lockley drops it in for 2. The team in blue, Metroplex Elite, right here in the Dallas area. Pump faking on the left elbow, driving inside, a lot of traffic. But it goes down for the man in the middle, Garrison Wheatley, and we're all squared up early on. Talking with the head coach Gary Gates of this Trojans team before the game. He said his team has been right there in a lot of tournaments already this year. A couple of second place finishes, and they want to take that next step here this weekend. Dropped in for 2 in the early lead as Brian Sneed gets the bucket. MA Trojans 2020 on top, 4-2 here in the early going. And spinning and going off the glass, Marcellus Lockley. Quick pull-up 3 that's off the mark. And out of bounds, will go the other way. 16-minute halves we play in the high school boys divisions. Very short halftime, and keep in mind there is no 1-and-1 bonus situation. You don't go to the free throw line unless you're fouled in the act of shooting, or it's the 10th or more team foul and a half. Driving inside is Metters, and had it swatted away. Stays with DM Elite. Passed inbounds, intended for Verdeen, but turned over. Trying to push the issue the other way is Dell Williams. Pass up inside, lobbed up. Metters came away to knock it away and then dribbled out of bounds. And it will stay on this end of the floor. Trojans basketball. Ryan Sneed guarded closely by Lockley. Knocked out of bounds. We'll take it the other way to the Elite. That was an early start time this morning for the Trojans, a 9-10. And then DM Elite took on that same Kings Select team at 11:40. All the games have been right here on court number 5 at the Advantage Sports Complex. These teams playing at a Pool C. And the winner of this game wins Pool C, and thus moves on to tomorrow. And they would find themselves against the runner-up from Pool A in a quarterfinal matchup. It's a 12-team division. And you have to finish in the top 2 of your pool. Have a chance at the championship tomorrow. Free throw in for William Verdeen. And he's true on the second as well. Quick timeout on the floor with 13:26 to go here in the first half. And the advantage to Dallas Metroplex Elite 2020 here in the early stages of this closeout game from Pool C. We're ready to resume play with Dallas Metroplex Elite leading by 2 in the early going, and a steal with the pressure coming in the backcourt and an easy lay-in. Marcellus Lockley has 6 points for his team. Driving the other way in a hurry, too strong on the runner from Ishmael Williams. Kick out corner, pump faking on the 3, driving inside is Williams. He got fouled. Was it in the act of shooting? Indeed it is. Continuation. Team foul number 1 on DM Elite. The first free throw is true on a high arcing free shot by Williams. This Metroplex Elite team coached by Chris Evans, also the coach of the 11th and 12th grade division Metroplex Elite team, who was very impressive in our first game here live on Play Hoops of the Day. The second free throw missed and the offensive rebound lost out of bounds. It will stay on this end. Trojans basketball. We'll have the championship game for you tomorrow for this 9th grade boys division. Question is, will one of these two teams be in there? It's the lay-in for 2, and it draws the lead down to 1. Corner three-pointer on the way, no good from William Verdeen. And a foul in transition. You can already see Williams looking to push the issue more times than not. He's got a long frame, but his coordination is there to go with it. A lot of times at this level, the 9th grade level, you see a lot of players where they hit those big growth spurts. Coordination hadn't quite caught up with them yet. That's not the case with Ishmael Williams. You could see when he gets out in transition how dangerous he is with the basketball. Driving inside, Williams again, and he's fouled. That foul against Marcus Gilder. 3rd team foul against DM Elite. And Williams to the line. One for 2 trip for Ishmael Williams, who has 2 points. And we're tied up at 8. Just over 4 minutes gone in the first half. Pass deflected, and again taken away by the Trojans. Pushing hard is Harrison King. He'll slow it down now. The trailer, Dell Williams, thought about a 3. Working around the perimeter. Driving inside is Williams. Contact, ball flew away, and he's able to get there again. Stepping inside the arc, Brian Sneed pulls up and drains it. Impressive shot by Brian Sneed. Looked a little bit off balance and still hit it. Top of the key three-pointer on the other end for Andre Howard Jr. That's no good. A rebound with a lot of traffic inside, and it's taken away. Dump pass down underneath, and an easy 2 for William Verdeen. Three-pointer on the left wing. Brian Sneed feeling it. Back-to-back buckets from way out there. In the corner, thinking about a three is Lockley. He passes it up. Long shot on the way, rattles out from Tristan Metters. Transition, 2-on-1. Williams is there for the easy lay-in. Good find from Brian Sneed, and a timeout on the floor. This Trojans team has raced out to a 6-point lead after trailing by 4. All of a sudden, DM Elite forced to think it over. 16-10 the advantage for the Trojans in this 9th grade boys division closeout game in Pool C. Well, a reminder that the national championships for the Primetime Sports will take place July 26th through the 30th. Teams can register early and save $90. They can also do it the hard way and be the highest point qualifier in the region in the tournaments. That's right. One of the great things that Primetime Sports does, the highest point qualifiers in tournaments, they get their entire registration fee paid for. One of the many great things about Primetime Sports. We love being here. I'm glad they invite us to be here and glad we can bring you the action here on Play Hoops. We resume play, under 10 minutes to go in this first half. Driving inside. Shot too strong from Lockley and a lot of traffic. You can see this Trojans team wants to get out and run. Transition three, bounces over the backboard. And this should be out of bounds. It will be. Metters driving inside. Handed floater off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound in there amongst the Giants and pokes it back out, but stolen away. Racing out in front of the pack is Sneed. With the left hand, lays it in. Big game thus far for Brian Sneed. You can credit this early comeback from a small deficit in big part to Sneed. Racing the other way. Sneed's got 10 of his team's 18 points. There he is. Looking for space, poked away. Struggling to get it across the timeline. Lyons finally does. Gets it to Metters, splitting two defenders. Dump off, pass underneath, and an easy two for Josh King Walker. Well, you can see the danger that it poses for the opposite team when Tristan Metters gets inside the perimeter, because he drew that extra defender and a nice pass underneath. Speaking of underneath, Garrison Wheatley has got his 6 points of the game. Holding the lead at 6 are the MA Trojans. Long three-pointer, spotting up halfway down for Wesley Verdeen and popped out. On the run, Ishmael Williams had it poked away. Here's Brian Sneed spotting up from the right wing. Too strong, trying to chase down his own rebound, and the pressure that he came in forced the turnover. It stays with the Trojans. Block shot in the lane. Josh King Walker had the block. Jumper from the right side won't go down for Wheatley. And traveling called against Javen Walter. A reminder, we have 2 more games for you today, live coverage starting at 4:30 for our evening stretch of games, and 5:40 will be our final game with live coverage here on the evening. Also a reminder, you can catch highlights on Play Hoops of many of the games here at the Advantage Sports Complex in Carrollton, Texas. And we'll have Championship Sunday for you tomorrow. 4 games live, all coming to you right here from court number 5 at the ASC. 6.5 to go, first half, 6-point lead for the team in black, the MA Trojans. Bounce pass underneath, turning, passing out of the lane as King Walker gets it back. Going to work on Wheatley, drew the double team, kicked it back out, 3-ball, rattles out, and Wheatley with the big rebound. Outlet pass to Sneed, he bounced it off the back of one of his teammates and he can't control it. And then here comes full speed Tristan Metters, racing the other way. Fancy swing pass underneath. And tipped out of bounds, it will go the other way. Last touch by Thompson Grant. Bounce pass, left block. Wheatley looking for an opening, had it knocked away from behind. King Walker came from the back door to help defensively, and he's the one who poked it out of bounds. Here's Dell Williams. Williams beat Metters on the perimeter, drew an extra defender. 3-pointer off the mark. Metters racing to the other end, got the foul in the basket. Some kind of scoop shot and one for Tristan Metters. His first bucket of the game. Not able to cap off the 3-point play, but an offensive rebound, and Metters floats it in. It was all Josh King Walker tipping out that offensive rebound, and Metters wasted no time. They've cut the lead to 2. Underneath, handoff pass to Wheatley, who's got the foul in the bucket. Wheatley's attempt at the and one won't go down. Trojans not as fortunate to get an offensive rebound. Inside. Going off the glass with the right hand is Thompson Grant, his first bucket. 6 different players have scored for this Dallas Metroplex Elite team. Just 3 in the scorebooks for the Trojans. This is one of them. Williams didn't put it on the floor in time. He traveled with it. Good ID on the pump fake. Just not able to get it legally. Across the timeline. Passed into the corner. Andre Howard Jr. kicks it out right side. Lockley driving in. Goes up and got fouled. Two of 5 from the free throw line is the Trojans, while Dallas Metroplex Elite 2 of 3, and they just waved off that free throw. The official from back here closest to your view came in and you might have saw him wave it off for a lane violation. Second one goes down. Three of four as a team now, Metroplex Elite. Pass tipped away, out of bounds. Last touch by who? By the Trojans. Spot up 3 ball. Missed short on the front iron, but an offensive board is there for Marcus Gilder. 4th points of the game for Marcus Gilder. Nearly another turnover. Spinning, pump fake, got 2 defenders in the air. Shot too strong though from Harrison King. Good job to get to the basket. Just too strong off the glass. Poked away. Williams, look out, coming down, trying to slam it, and he overshot it. Driving all the way in, layup attempt was blocked away. Another offensive rebound, Marcus Gilder, and he will go to the line. Well, seeing the athletic ability from Ishmael Williams, as soon as that ball was tipped out to him in the front court and he had a little bit of a lead, you knew there was a good chance he was going to try to slam it. He did, but he missed. And even 3 minutes to go here in this first half. One of 2 trip for Gilder. 2-point advantage for Dallas Metroplex Elite. They led this game 8-4. And the Trojans came storming back and had their lead up as high as 6. But they're in a bit of a drought right now. They desperately need a bucket. Nearly stolen away, still loose. Williams finally picks it up. Corner 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Harrison King put back, no good. Ishmael Williams with an offensive board, and he puts it in. 6 points for Ishmael Williams. We're tied at 24. Baseline drive, reverse layup goes down for William Verdeen. It was a very smooth play. This is the sharpshooter, Brian Sneed, who's got a couple of threes. Driving inside and another foul.